Boris Johnson has received a major boost from the latest opinion poll. As the Tories continue to surge ahead of Labour, the Conservatives have picked up 3 percentage points and hold a formidable 12-point lead over Jeremy Corbyn. The poll was conducted by Britain Elects and covers the period from the 30th of October up to November 1. According to the poll, the Tories currently stand on 39%, followed by Labour on 27% and the Liberal Democrats on 16%. The Lib Dems continue to see their support ebb away, with the party losing another 2 percentage points, as Jo Swinson's gamble to stake her campaign on stopping Brexit seems to be backfiring. However, the biggest loser in the latest round of polling is Nigel Farage's Brexit Party, which has seen its support collapse to just 7%, a drop of 6 points. This comes after Mr. Farage threatened to contest every parliamentary seat if the Prime Minister refuses to ditch his Brexit deal. Earlier on Sunday, Ms. Swinson was grilled by Sky News presenter Sophie Ridge over misleading campaign literature issued by her party. A campaign pamphlet showed poll data indicating that the Lib Dems were leading Labour in North East Somerset, whose MP is Jacob Rees-Mogg. However, the question, displayed in small print at the bottom, asked participants to expect no parties other than the Liberal Democrats and Conservatives to be competitive. Sophie Ridge described the survey as entirely misleading and embarrassing for the Liberal Democrat leader. The Sky News presenter began, "Some of the campaign literature that your party has been pumping out, and you've got a bit of a reputation for doing this in the past as well. Now I just want to have a look at this. This is North East Somerset, the Liberal Democrat campaign literature. The results of a survey done in a constituency of Jacob Rees-Mogg. You would think this is a two-horse race, wouldn't you? Between the Conservatives at 38% and the Lib Dems on 32%. Until you look at the very, very tiny small print at the bottom, which says, the question was, imagine that the result in your constituency was expected to be very close between the Conservative and Liberal Democrat candidate, and none of the other parties were competitive. In this scenario, which party would you vote for? I just want to show the last result from this constituency at the last election, which shows actually the Conservatives won 53.6% and Labour on 34%, the Lib Dems on 8.3%. I mean, this is entirely misleading, isn't it? It's embarrassing." Ms. Swinson replied, "The last national elections that we had in this country, the Liberal Democrats beat both the Conservative Party and the Labour Party. That is the first time that's happened for 100 years. Something very different is happening in politics now." Ms. Ridge asked why the Liberal Democrats didn't show the national poll instead, to which Ms. Swinson responded, "It was a specific poll in that particular seat, and we've labeled what the question was, and in the local elections, in that constituency, Jacob Rees-Mogg now has a local councillor, right? So the Liberal Democrats have been making progress and winning in that area. And part of the reason for that is that the people who voted Labour in 2017 because they thought Labour would stand up to remain in the EU have been bitterly disappointed. They know that now it's the Liberal Democrats who are the place to vote for if you want to stop Brexit." Ms. Ridge pointed out, "How can you criticise some of the stuff that was said in the EU election campaign when you are pumping out things that are misleading as well? I mean, this is like the £350 million on the side of a bus." The MP for East Dunbartonshire said, "We've said exactly what the question is. It's labelled on there what the question is that it relates to. So anybody interested in looking at it can read what that question is. If you talk about that figure on the side of a bus, that's something that bore no resemblance whatsoever to reality, and wasn't calculated in a way that makes sense. So it's entirely different."